and welcome back to the Broken Respawn podcast, where we talk all things gaming that probably tangentially related to the massive amount of events going on at the moment, which is Summer Games Fest. Although none of us have been watching any of it, so none of us have any clue what's going on. So anyway, the first clueless of the team, I'm TBSliver, and I'm joined here today by the ever red and clueless CaedesEnder.
Hello.
And the ever beardy and clueless SarinTal. How are we all doing this evening, morning?
Clueless.
I am indeed doing.
We are doing. We are definitely in the doing.
We exist. We live.
I'm
Fleeced for 200 quid on. Fleeced for 200 quid on glasses this morning, so that was a good start to my day.
I'll show you how I'm doing. Give me a sec.
Oh no. Oh no. He's going to get props. Uh-oh. We're all in trouble. 200 quid. Jeez. I'm not going to tell you how much.
Two pair of glasses, including some polarized sunglasses when we go to France. So I needed them, but I'm annoyed about it.
Sarin has been fleeced by the local gaming group for Beyblade X. Or is that sponsored?
Nice.
Is that sponsored or? Oh, okay. Pity, but you know that'd be cool.
But I got new toys. I'm holding off opening them because I want to do an unboxing video for the Edmonton Beyblade Club YouTube.
Oh yes, that's a good idea.
All right. I just got to get some of the other judges together to kind of go over everything. But I'm just like, I got new toys.
New toy day is best day.
Now here's the funny thing. I went out to go buy just the stadium. I got this guy half off.
You got a new Beyblade. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. How's that? How's the Beyblade stuff going? Because I saw you've moved to Saturdays now.
Really well. It hasn't moved to Saturdays. We just did the Saturday on the last one just because due to scheduling conflict. Still expected to do Sundays, but I am looking around at venues, sponsors, and so and such as far as I'm aware, as far as things are, communication has been a little spotty. We are going to be at the Edmonton GameCon Canada next week. So I'm going to be at a booth sponsored by the store that we've been going to play. We're going to be at their booth promoting our group.
Nice.
And I'm just waiting to hear back if we have spot to host the tournament there as well, because as far as I'm aware, that's all been said and done, but I haven't seen any official communication myself. So I'm a little annoyed at that, but we'll see how things go.
Yeah. So I'm minorly distracted and trying to raise your guys' volume, the stream volume slightly. It's being a bit dumb. Carry on speaking.
Carry on speaking.
Please keep speaking. I can't set volume.
I don't know what to speak about.
If we don't speak, he can never fix it.
I know that's true. That would be entertaining in itself.
I hate you guys.
No, you don't.
No, I really don't. I mean... Anyway.
Well, you seem to hate me. You don't hang out with me anymore. I'm
sorry, dude. I'm sorry.
No, you're not. You're not. Hey, I'm gonna be playing with Star Citizen. You said you joined with the new patch. Nah,
I did. I joined with the new patch, and then just.
And then you didn't feel like it anymore.
Honestly, like actually, I joined for the first bit of the new patch with you. And everything was fine until I got close to that thing and I had the frame rate of a potato, which is really annoying.
That's Star Citizen.
Yeah, but like Sarin sat there on like a crisp like 30 to 60 FPS in like a heavily built up area, and I'm here struggling along at 14 FPS trying to figure out where the blasted thing that just shot me was.
Is that a Firefly shirt?
Yes.
Do not show my wife.
I bought it from America as well.
She will steal it right off you.
What's that got to do with anything? He's not in America.
That's true.
She will swim the bloody ocean if she has to.
Is that a Firefly shirt? Yes, I got it from Zimbabwe. Says to a Canadian.
Well, the irony.
Completely irrelevant statement.
So no, actually, more relevant than you think. It was a special limited edition one. This T-shirt, a deck of cards with some extra bits and pieces. Unfortunately, that's on my shelf over there. I can't grab it. And I think there was something else in the pack. You could only get it shipped to mainland America. So I got it shipped to a friend who brought it over like 3 weeks after it arrived. It was like, yeah. But yeah, that was it. So ironically, Sarin could have probably actually bought it without any problems back in the day. It glows in the dark. So the firefly goes dark.
If we come over, you hide that thing.
Oh yeah, no, this is getting locked in a safe somewhere and buried.
There's a couple of services I've had to use in the past to get stuff shipped internationally.
Yeah.
One of which is called White Rabbit. Obviously, follow the White Rabbit. But the problem is they are essentially shipping things abroad from mainland Japan and things like that are only sold in Japan. So because they're a business doing this, they're only allowed a limited amount of these items, because it's like, you know, if it ever says like 3 per customer or something and you want it, you have to be one of 3 people to order it back in first.
Yeah.
But I got the Legend of Mana collector's edition from them when it came out. I think it cost me nearly £100. I think it cost me $100 in import fees to get it, but it was so worth it.
Fair. Oh, that's what I wanted to say. Oh, right. Well, fuck it, whatever. I'll do that one anyway. Okay. Sorry, I just found the setting I needed, and we'll sort it out after.
Okay. Well, I think one of the problems we're having at the moment is that, other than OTK and one literally 2.5-hour barrage of indie games, all the stuff to talk about is coming this week and next week. So there's all the good stuff, all the juicy stuff hasn't been announced yet.
For the new releases, no, that's true. I mean, there has been one, and I was about to mention the show it was shown on, which is the PlayStation PS Play, PS Direct Showcase. That's the one.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's just like
right. Before you do,
I'm not mentioning that.
Are you prepared to lose the rest of this stream to me?
I'm not mentioning that one for at least the next 20 to 30 minutes. Okay, so we can get at least half the podcast done.
I've already done a detailed breakdown with spoilers and screenshots in the chat. We can go through them in a minute if you like.
I've honestly not had a chance to look through them yet. I mean, yeah. Using mine and Krem's favorite little thing, gamesrecap.io. Used to be S3 Recap, but S3 is dead. Long live S3. Oh, sorry, E3. S3?
I'm glad you mentioned that, because I was looking through my history trying to remember that I had it open and ready yesterday, and I left it open, and it's in one of my tabs somewhere, and I couldn't find it, nor could I remember the website.
I'm literally going to put the link in chat, because I said S3. I'm a DevOps engineer by day at the moment, and S3
by
is
night,
the
fights crime.
No, I fight crime. Yeah. Crime fighter by night. What? No. S3 is the simple storage system from AWS, and I've been dealing with it today. So you know. So E3. This site used to be E3 Recap. Now it's called Games Recap because E3 is dead. And they cover also.
E3 isn't dead. E3 was killed. There's a difference.
I apologize to. Did that come through on the thing? I think that did. Okay, that's fine. No, that's fine. I had a load of music just come through on my headphones from my main rig, and I was like, "Oh crap, that's just hit stream." No, it hasn't. I'm just deaf now instead.
There was a couple that I found out about that. I didn't realize that Marvelous had done a showcase, and I completely missed it. So anybody who knows me knows I fucking love Story of Seasons, Harvest Moon, Rune Factory, the full works. They've essentially not quite announced their next Story of Seasons game.
Ooh.
So the only problem is what they've shown of it so far. Again, anybody who plays these kind of games knows to look out for a couple of things, and one of the things you always look out for in trailers is a limited farming plot. If there is a small patch of tucked away land that you can farm on, it's going to be a bad game. Because that means that the farming isn't the focus, and there's a huge narrative and story that tends to get a bit boring. You'll have a ranch, and you can do some cows and your sheep and your llamas and all that. But if they ever limit you on what crops you can have, it's going to be a bad game. So unfortunately, the bad news is there is an upcoming Story of Seasons. It's going to be terrible.
Oh dear.
Well,
oh dear.
But in looking at that, I did find another one called Fromagia. How do you pronounce that? How are they spelling it? Farmagia. Fromagia. And it looks like someone's building a fairy tale anime game. Which looks kind of freaking cool. I mean, it's same artist. It's very definitely fairy tale.
Oh, this is from Marvelous Game Showcase. Okay, I'm not familiar with them.
Game Showcase, yes. Marvelous, mainly a Japanese company. They do Rune Factory and Story of Seasons and a couple of other really low level. The one you've probably played is Demon X Machina.
I've heard of, at least.
I thought you bought it on Switch.
No?
No? Oh,
doesn't ring a bell with me buying it.
Question mark.
Yeah. Okay.
No,
yeah, so they've announced it. We don't realistically know what it's going to be yet, other than you're essentially mages who work with familiars in a Pokemon-esque manner? Question mark?
Demon X.
Two dragons were fighting. That was cool.
Demon X Machina, developer Marvelous Inc., publisher Xseed. It was given away for free on Epic.
No, I know somebody who and Kremlik's saying that it's Argig, but it's somebody I talked to in Discord who said they were buying it on Switch and they got a cartridge for it.
Oh wow!
And they were really excited because it was limited release of the cartridge. I can't remember who.
It wasn't me. Actually, although it sounds like the kind of thing I do because I prefer cartridges on console these days. Because holy crap, the removal of stuff is getting kind of stupid these days. Jesus.
So yeah, I mean, for me, there's been a couple of little releases that are like announced. Smack Studio looks good. Combo Devils, Ra Ra Boom, which is that one I think it is, which was imagine Smash Bros, but you draw the characters yourself. No, that's not that one.
Okay.
There's one where it's Smash Bros, but you draw the characters yourself in pixel art, and it looks freaky as hell.
Okay.
It looks like if anyone ever remembers Angela Anaconda, it looks like that.
Now there's a flight down memory lane.
I've just traumatized about 6 people who remember that show.
Her name is Angela. Yes.
I do not know anything about this then.
Ironically,
don't Google. Don't Google Angela Anaconda or Dot and the Whale. You don't need none of that.
I don't know. I don't remember Dot and the Whale. Either that or I blacked it out.
Probably blacked it out.
Probably.
Yeah, so there's some Solarpunk got some new info. That's good.
Yeah.
Well, those two were my big ones. The new Story of Seasons I'm always going to buy because I need more farming. And Mechanicus 2. I love Mechanicus. It's the best D&D play game I ever played.
Warhammer Mechanicus? Warhammer or
Warhammer? Yes.
Yeah.
Imagine a very light version of XCOM, where you're a bunch of tech priests raiding a Necron tomb, and after every mission you get like choices to make, and you've physically got to in real world decipher the Necron language to work out which paths to take. And it was the best short form D&D game I've ever played.
Cool.
And it wasn't even trying to be.
That's cool. Yeah, no, I because there was another one recently that you said Mechanicus, and it's definitely another one, not the one I was thinking of, which was another 40k one. No, it was a XCOM style controls.
Honestly, they released so many. You could be thinking of Inquisitor, though that's slightly different. Ball 3's got an expansion.
Last year or year before?
Space Wolf. Gladius has just got another update.
Was it mobile? Because there's tactics.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it was
Warhammer games.
It was desktop. It was.
It's probably
it was in
Battle
the
Sector.
No, it was in the. I was going to say Underdark. That's the wrong thing. In the bottom of a hive of a.
Oh, that would be Necromunda.
Yes, that sounds right.
Yeah.
Necromunda video game.
That was a couple of years back now, but
yeah, it's the one that I went. Hey, is it that? No, it's not. It's another one. Okay, yeah, interesting.
And weirdly, a new Dynasty Warriors game, which always happy for a new Dynasty Warriors.
Yeah.
But this is Dynasty Warriors Origins. So
okay.
You play a nameless custom character at the beginning of the conflicts. Like, nobody asked for that, but sure, okay. Let's find out what that's about. No, but it'd like taking up.
Did we ask for any of this stuff though?
Sometimes we do. I mean, Mechanicus 2, I've been asking for that since day one.
That's fair.
The only equivalent I can give you is imagine really, really liking Overwatch and them announcing Overwatch Origins where you play as none of the Overwatch characters. That's kind of what they're doing. So bizarre.
Okay.
That's all I've got. It's a lot, but it's all I've got.
Yeah, I kind of want them to go back to Shadow of the Horned Rat. I enjoyed that game.
Old PS1 game.
No, not PlayStation. I've played it on PC. I've got the disc somewhere. Warhammer Shadow of the Horned Rat. It was a old turn-based tactical. Actually, no, it was real-time tactical.
Yeah, it was
squad-based one.
Slightly cartoony, based on
Warhammer.
Was it Bretonians versus Skaven?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was PS1 as well.
Was it PS1 as well? Okay, I played it on PC. Yeah. So, yeah, that and there was another 40k game I played. There was 40k. It was the Final Liberation, the 40k epic style thing with the Titans. That was a turn-based one as well. Those are the two I ever played. I think it was Final Liberation.
I don't even remember that one. God damn.
Final Liberation, Warhammer 40,000.
Yeah, okay. No, I've genuinely never even heard of that one. It just goes to show you how many Warhammer games there goddamn are.
Yeah, I got that and Shadow of the Horned Rat at almost the same time because I think they're released at the same time.
I mean, to put it into context, at the moment, just in this set of announcements, Gladius, Warhammer Call of Duty crossover, Warhammer Combat Cards, Bolt Gun expansion, Vermintide 2 update, Darktide update, Blood Bowl 3 update, Inquisitor, World of Tanks crossover, Legion, Warpforged Talisman, Mechanicus. That's just in this set of updates. And Space Marine.
Yeah, what the Warhammer Skulls section was just mad. Like, holy crap.
I think is it Shooters and Teeth has just had an update as well recently. And also there's a new one coming out, which is an orc racing game, which is kind of funny.
Yeah.
They just spew out content now.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, that's Games Workshop doing probably the best thing they can do for their thing and licensing everything. Like, people are going to make the games anyway. May as well get them to pay for it.
Yeah, definitely.
So,
it's becoming like Stephen King books. It's just fine. Give us it here. We don't want it, but we'll read it.
Yeah. We're going to skip it. I'm going to skip entirely the state of play because I don't think any of us watched the PlayStation state of play.
No, I was busy that day, but
and I see exactly
one I can't talk about. So
I see exactly one other game that might maybe two games on there that aren't the one we're not going to mention yet. Maybe three. They got Silent Hill 2, Dynasty Warriors Origins, and God of War Ragnarok are the three that I look at in me. Oh no, they got Alien Rogue Incursion.
Yeah,
those are the four.
I'm looking at the video now.
Yeah, I mean, it says a lot where it's just like, yeah, quick glance through. For me, there's only one game in there that I will actually care about, and I'm not mentioning it yet.
Yeah. There's a couple I'll pick up. I don't give a crap about. I've not played God of War since the original on the PS2.
That's fair.
So I really don't care about that.
I remember if you've played God of War stuff, have you?
I didn't mind the latest one.
Oh, did you get to play it?
Apparently they're really good.
Well, I played it, so I'm trying to remember. There's been another one since the one I've played.
Well, there was God of War, and then there was God of War Ragnarok. They're the two of the reboot saga.
So I played the first one of the two.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there was God of War and then Dad of Boy. I mean, this is the PC announcement for God of War Ragnarok. Okay.
Yeah, this is it coming to PC.
Oh, a year later. That's I'm going to be so glad
normal.
when they. Yeah, I I hate console exclusives. I'll be honest.
Right?
It's
That's
just
why
like
if the game we can't talk about does come out on console only, oh wait, I'm done. I'm not buying it twice.
yeah, same. Especially at the price they want to charge for it. Especially at the price Sony wants to charge for games. Like 70 quid for a game. It better be fucking amazing at that price.
At least, so I downloaded and started playing Star Wars Hunters yesterday.
Yeah.
That's the new kind of 4v4 Overwatch-esque style Star Wars game for the Switch.
Oh, right, yeah.
Right? I am so mad.
Oh no.
There's a character in there that is, its name is SarinTal.
Oopsie.
And it's behind a paywall.
Oh, they've mobile gamed it.
Well,
is it
no,
a free
it's behind
game?
a battle. It's behind a battle pass. It is a free game. But it's behind a battle pass. I'm just like, I do not have the $12 in my PayPal right now to unlock this character. God damn it.
Yeah.
And it's a Mandalorian too, of all things. I'm just like, God damn it.
Yeah.
The one with the gold trim visor.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. I'm put you through now.
I mean, I've just searched it on Google, and you've got obviously the title, and then there's Kotaku. Star Wars Hunters is a fun new shooter trapped on Switch, and I couldn't agree more. Like,
this is the kind of Star Wars game I absolutely love. Like, my favorite Star Wars game of all time will always be Star Wars Demolition. Let's have a load of characters in cars and vehicles kicking the shit out of each other in an arena. There's no lore, there's no story, there's no point. Just batter each other to hell and then go again.
Yeah,
one of them's riding a Rancor, and his special attack picks you up and throws you across the room.
That sounds great.
One character in this is a repurposed droid. It's an Ugnaught inside a repurposed droideka.
I just looked at that and went, well, that's what I'm playing. I thought I was sold with the Jawas on the heavy turret until I saw the Ugnaught in a chariot droid.
Oh, Utini, the two Jawas in the trench coat. Yeah.
Oh, yes. Oh, no.
Two Jawas in the trench coat.
No, I don't need another game to play. The problem is,
I've got my 3-player team.
The problem is it's on bloody Switch.
The problem is I can't find my Switch. Where is that thing?
I know where my Switch is. It's like my Switch is on my sofa in the other room from when I emptied my bag after getting back from UKSG. And it's just sat there ever since because
Just let me know when you guys download it and we'll play.
God damn it! I got too many games to play.
Well,
it's on. Hang on. It's on Google Play as well. It is straight up a mobile game. It is straight up a mobile game that just happens to be on Switch. Okay, fine. That's disappointing. Does it take control? No, I don't need another slotting. Is it a squad shooter or something like that? I've not actually paid much attention to it.
It's quite literally 4v4, and it's either team elimination or control points.
Is that team elimination as in like Overwatch style, keep shooting each other until you hit the number of kills or something?
Yes.
Right, okay.
Just standard TDM.
Yeah. Okay. Shit.
And it's not long. It's like the matches are like maybe 15 minutes. Not even.
Yeah, it's designed as a mobile game. Yeah, that's
There's a lot of characters. I'm surprised at how many there actually is.
The man, the myth, the Mandalorian, SarinTal. Ah, that is so annoying.
Right? And I'm just like, I need this.
Sarin wants this one.
Speaking of games to play together, Space Marine confirmed 3-player co-op with separate classes. There's 6 classes to choose from. 3-player co-op in story mode, so we may have to do that.
If it's free, great.
It's going to be a no on anything from Games Workshop.
That's straight up a 40 to.
That's why I'm just like, oh, Star Wars Hunters is free.
Straight up a 40 to 70 quid game.
It'll
Almost.
be 70. I'm pretty sure they've already released the prices, and it's 70.
I'm not allowed to put any more things on the credit card.
Yeah.
I bought Beyblade stuff.
Oh dear.
And I pre-ordered the Beyblade Transformer crossovers.
Oh no.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
You just fire it off and then Bumblebee like spins out of your thing and beats the other thing to death with a mallet.
No. They've got Transformer styled Beyblades. So you got you got Optimus Prime, Optimus Primal, Megatron, and Starscream as the central bits.
And then the colorways as well. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
And those are. I pre-ordered those for next month. These are coming out next month. I looked at my wife and I'm like, but I don't have any Beyblades for this month.
We've had first Beyblade, yes, but what about second Beyblade?
What about second Beyblade?
Oh no.
Oh look, I got a snack Beyblade too.
That's 11s.
Actually, base edition of Space Marine 54, so about $70.
Okay,
this is after I bought her a mechanical keyboard and for her computer.
Fair.
That was always my rule. Any money that I want to spend on myself, I have to double it because the partner's got to get the same amount. Let's be fair.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair. Whether they get around to spending it is a different problem. Actually, no, that's a stupid point. They will definitely spend it.
Yeah, that was never a problem.
That was never a problem before. In fact, they probably want you to buy more stuff so they could spend more stuff. Yes. Damn it! I don't need. I'll investigate it afterwards.
It's got crossplay or cross-platform save.
Yeah, so you can play it on Android. Actually, being able to play on Android, does it work on the web, the mobile, the PC version of it?
Probably. BlueStacks?
No. Well, no. There's it doesn't work on that one.
Windows 11 has it native.
Some of them native, yeah.
What?
Windows 11 plays Android apps native now.
Yeah. Only certain games. But there is a Google
the Microsoft Store.
There's a few. There's a. Sorry, hang on a moment. Android games on Windows. There is a. The Google Play Games is a PC app that will allow you to install certain games on PC.
Interesting.
But not every game. It's only ones that support it explicitly. I know I got into the beta early. But I've never managed to download and use it. But the problem is it doesn't support every game because they've got to have a x86 64 build, which not every game has. Most of them are ARM-based, hence why you need to use BlueStacks or something like that as an actual full-blown hardware emulator. So, yeah. There is a lot of games on it, though, and this one just happens to be not one of them, which is a pity. Because I would straight up... then I'd have keyboard and mouse, and they'd be like, oh no.
Right.
But hey, no, it does look fun. And hey, if I do end up playing it, I've got a phone that'll do it. You know?
I will say it would be easier with the Switch. Just because you do utilize a variety of buttons for the different abilities.
I was going to see if I can play it on controller with my phone and Switch. So, because I think I've still got Nintendo's Online. That's the other thing, Nintendo Online. Actually, no, it's a free game. Do they?
It's a free game.
Yeah, they don't. You don't need Nintendo Online to play online with it, then, do you?
Not that I'm aware of.
Cool. Okay, that's interesting. Fair enough. Anyway, Star Wars Hunters. Oh dear.
New game for Sliver to play.
But Destiny 2 just came out. Well, the final shape just came out, and I'm. There's too many games.
Too many games, not enough life.
I had to quit my job and and stream full time. That'll get me through the games, right? Right? That's how it works, right?
Sure.
Certainly will, because you won't be able to afford games.
Yeah. Wait.
Well, that all depends on how many people we get subscribing now, don't we?
If you're enjoying the podcast, don't forget to hit that like button. Anyway. Dear. Right, we put it off. I did say half an hour. We put it up for half an hour. Do we let it? Do we let him rip now?
Let him rip. 3, 2, 1.
Monster Hunter Wilds.
What's that? No, I've never heard of that one. Sorry, I was talking about the new Warframe.
Oh dear.
Wait, what?
No, of course I wasn't. So, of course, Monster Hunter has a new trailer, and it looks fucking good. And there's so much new information come out in it, and I'm gonna have to bring up the notes.
I could hear him vibrating.
Oh, so good.
I can literally hear his voice vibrating.
There's so in such a short trailer, they've managed to completely captivate me in a couple of different points.
Jesus.
Because they've been very subtle and shown off exactly enough to get people interested and to get people hyped. So the very first thing is the trailer opens up on a desert skiff going, a boat sailing through a desert essentially, which is one of the most iconic Monster Hunter scenes, so much so that they used it in the movies, which means that probably Jen Moran is going to be in the game because that's his iconic fight location. And if anybody ever says they don't like Jen Moran, they're not a Monster Hunter fan. It's just that simple. If you don't want to fight a giant monster that's skipping through the desert like a fish, while you yourself are on a flimsy wooden boat firing ballistas and cannonballs at it and trying to avoid it, and then climbing on top and beating the crap out of it, why do you even play Monster Hunter? That's literally the essence of it.
If you don't like wielding weapons that are obviously too big for you and hitting monsters that are obviously too big to hit with the weapons.
So yeah, as far as I'm concerned, Jen Moran is confirmed. He is straight up confirmed.
Fair.
That character with the blonde hair, I'm kind of taking that as a soft confirm that we're getting a new fist weapon, because everything about her screams, "I am going to punch you."
Oh, the lass with the ponytail, top of the head.
Yeah, top hair, ponytail, blonde hair, red jacket. Mm-hmm. I think that means we're going to get a new either fist weapon or tonfas, and I'm happy for either. Because if it's the rocket fists, it's the rocket fists. If it's the tonfas, I still get to punch things.
Fair.
So I'm happy about that.
The problem is, I've just paused the video on this side. It looks like she's got a Beretta on the back of her coat. It's just like, what?
Yeah,
not even joking. Awesome. It looks like a pistol. Oh dear.
Yeah.
We can definitely tell our protagonist is the guy with the hat pulled all the way down over his face.
No, you are the POV of this camera in these situations. That is a NPC. Almost.
That's
guaranteed.
an NPC.
That'll be an NPC.
Okay.
He's wearing Pookie. He's wearing Pookie armor.
Oh, right, okay.
Or at least some Pookie armor.
The reason I say that is because either that or our main character is the main character that they've currently chosen in the video is the other younger one with the lass with the brown hair.
That's her handler. That'll be her research assistant.
Okay.
So usually in these situations, they don't give you the character in those cutscenes. You're the POV until you've actually designed, unless that's the after opening one, in which case it could be the guy in green, which is the one they're using to ride around on.
Yeah, that's why I think that's our. That's our character, but in whatever they've set them up in a Pookie outfit with a greatsword.
Well, yes, greatsword. It looks like, but also they've confirmed. This leads on to, in the trailer, he gets on the bird doggo, stashes the greatsword and pulls out a light bowgun, meaning we're probably getting 2 weapon hunts,
which is very cool.
An absolute first, and people have been asking for since the PSP. And Bird Doggo also can save you, because if you whistle for him and then get knocked down, he will pick you up off the floor and bolt with you.
Your timing there was perfect. You said that as it happened.
Yeah. I know the trailer well enough to kind of run from what I'm seeing.
There you go.
There was a scene a moment ago as well where one of the spike critters, it's one of the herd creatures, it's got huge spikes on its back, takes a bolt of lightning to the back, which confirms one of the things that myself, Rain, and Droid thought, which is that all the pillars around the edge are lightning rods. And that creature has just developed a way of saving the herd from lightning strikes by tanking them himself. Which is awesome. which also kind of confirms that elemental and environmental damage is going to be awesome. And also context attacks for both you and the creature, where if a creature attacks you and you block at the right time, you can wedge your sword in their mouth and keep them there.
Yeah.
Those, like the bird doggo saving you, double weapon fights, and context attacks, already enough to sell me on this game. The rest is just the gravy on top.
Yeah. Like, as Aegis has said, he could just bring 2 switch axes. Yes, probably.
Yeah. But again, you can, because you could bring a poison one, find out it's not working, and then just switch it out to a stun one, and continue in the style you like with an effective weapon. So yeah, perfectly viable.
Yeah, maybe you bring a poison one to open the fight, because poison is less effective later on, and then just swap to blast because, well, nothing like getting blown up. That's my usual rule,
like
blast.
Someone who likes their bowguns, I can spend the entire fight burning out my ammo and then not worry about having to go back to camp to restock with a Farcaster. I can just switch to another weapon. And then when I do go back to camp, reload it, get it all sorted, head back out again.
Yeah.
So that leaves me in the fight much longer. And as a heavy bowgun user, fucking thank you.
The one thing is always worrying about like how much ammo you have and all that. It's like,
yeah.
I do, and all bowgun users and bow users will hate me for this saying, because if it isn't in and they hear me say it, they might consider it.
Oh no.
But I hope that ammo is total. So taking 2 bowguns isn't as effective. Because if I've got
fair.
2 bowguns and I burn through all of my ammo and then switch to the other bowgun, I've still got no ammo. I've only got the ammo that's exclusive to that gun.
That being said, there are, varying ammos that can be used between bowguns.
Yeah, loads.
Yeah.
So you could have, 2 bowguns and have your entire spectrum of ammo available to you.
Yeah, because I'm guessing some do spread and some don't.
Yeah, I mean, they all have different types. So there's, there's normal 1, 2, 3, spread 1, 2, 3, sticky 1, 2, 3, pierce 1, 2, 3, scatter 1, 2, 3, if they're going to continue with that. But already you filled up, if you take all of those ammo types, you filled up half of your portable ammo box.
Yep.
So if you've got a weapon that uses most of it, and let's say it doesn't use rapid fire or slicing ammo, for example. So then you take another bowgun that uses specifically those. Once you've burnt through all your ammo, you switch to the other bowgun, and all you've got left is what's in that pouch. So you've just got the rapid fire that you couldn't use in the other one.
Yeah.
And I think that's better than having a pouch per gun, because it massively limits the DPS.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a good idea.
I could see them having slightly more ammo capacity. Like maybe you have personal ammo capacity and bird doggo ammo capacity. Like, it takes longer to reload on the bird doggo, but there is more in it. But when you're running around, you can use that maybe. And also, like, I actually don't know, because I don't actually play bowgun or heavy bowgun. Do you have a base ammo type that just works all the time?
Normal one is your base, you never run out. Okay,
so same with bow, not base ammo. I barely use ammunition types on the bow, I'll be honest. I just spam permanently. But that's because I'm used to Rise style.
You should burn out your elemental in your status quickly, and then switch to power shot, unless you're in close, at which point you should switch to close.
Yeah.
That's the only real skill there is to it.
Yeah.
One of the things I'm thinking as well is, maybe the weapon swap is a choice. You don't have to load your bird doggo up with a weapon. Maybe you can take extra provisions. Maybe you can load it up with extra items, healing
extra
potions,
traps,
Farcasters. So you can get on and use it as an inventory management, quickly swap it all back around, use your loadouts to restock, jump back off, get back into the fight.
Yeah.
I've got essentially a one-time reload without Farcast.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. That idea.
I wonder as well if you'll be able to use like the melee weapons on bird doggo or not. I would assume not, and that would be good if you can't.
Maybe some.
Lancers,
maybe.
The lance. Jousting.
The lance without the shield.
I'm here.
Charge!
No, also the insect glaive, because you can slash that either side quite easily. You can go full on Dynasty Warriors with that.
And the dismount attacks and stuff as well, of like you charge in with a great sword and bird doggo jumps and you jump off bird doggo.
that's what
aerial
I would
attack. Yeah.
Or maybe you'll get token attacks where you've got something. If you haven't got a gun on you or a bow, you can just use your slinger. Something like that. So we'll see. That could be good.
Yeah. As well as
if you can play the hunting horn from the back of the doggo, just being a mounted bard for the entire, never getting off. Just
right.
That actually, yeah, that'd work.
Yeah, I do like the idea of combat being mounted though, because if I can, they did a form of mounted combat in World. People didn't like it. They adjusted it. It was okay. They did a form of mounted combat in Rise. People didn't like it. They adjusted it. It's okay. If they've taken the lessons from that and made proper mounted combat where I can joust, or I can ride along with my hammer, swing it round, and uppercut something as I pass, I can play Monster Hunter Polo. I am
Poor Kuluyaku is going to get yellowed.
Yeah, I mean, if he wants to hold the rock or the egg like Charlie Brown with the football, and I'll just
swing, bada.
Yeah, no, I absolutely.
You better be a fucking polo outfit now.
Oh yeah, probably will.
And one thing I need to go back and check. So I only saw it on that last pass through. The bird doggo that picks him up is not the same bird doggo that he's on when he's changing his weapons. So maybe there's different types of bird doggo, or maybe you can, but probably you can just customize your bird doggo.
I'd hope you can.
Because one was green and one was white.
Yeah.
And it's a flying squirrel, by the way, so it can glide.
It can glide. Yeah, that's the.
Or at least one of them can.
Oh yeah, that's a fair point. I wonder if it's the same one on every single one, because it looks different on some of the.
The one with the twin weapons is definitely an ashen grey colour, which is not the one they showcased that could fly. So maybe there's a manoeuvring one, maybe there's a speed one, and maybe there's a assault one, something like that. Which again that's there. It's in Rise. They have that feature. So
yeah, the one on all the screenshots is green with purple feathers. Is green main feathers with purple feathers, and you can see the gun in the side. Let me just pull up the image on.
I mean, I'll
that's a really shit sized one. You're saying 1920 by 1080. You open image in new tab. There we go.
That's the one they show him physically. I mean, that's him in the act.
Oh, that's
changing
different.
Weapons.
That's
an ashen grey. It seems to be focusing mainly on its rear legs as well, rather than it's running on all fours like a Toby. So take from that what you will. Maybe it's customization, maybe it's preference, maybe there's types.
So there's that one. That's definitely ashen grey, but it's still a bird.
Oh, it's still a bird doggo.
Bird doggo. But then there's this one.
Yeah, you can see the beak on it.
Yeah. There's this one which is from all the promo videos, promo images, which is definitely bird. Actually, it looks bird reptile doggo.
I can't tell because Caedes' avatar is in the way.
Get out of there, me. Yeah, I'm seeing them. I'm seeing them much like, how to word this? Imagine the Deinonychus, the Velociraptor from Jurassic Park. That's how they prefer to move. But if they need control, stability, and are scaling something, they go down on all fours.
Yeah.
So they're kind of that hybrid level dino evolving into bird, but we're calling them doggos because they're pets.
Yeah, they're all doggos. Doggos or catos. I mean, a bit like, I'm trying to think of the monster in. There's a couple in World that, well, a bit like Odo, who is
Lunagaron.
Yeah, they're all on all fours, but they do kind of flying squirrel their way around.
Yeah, Toby Kadachi's more towards the frame. I expect it to move when it's on all fours.
Yeah.
There is a single screenshot in there somewhere that to me is a Toby Kadachi skeleton. When they all get sucked into the sand pit in the floor, the big fluffy bastards.
Oh yeah.
Something dives out and wraps around one of them and then gets thrown over you in a cutscene. And you can't get a very good shot at it, but it looks scaled and it's definitely four-legged with a pot belly. So it's either a Duratoidus type or a Toby Kadachi type for me. And that's the first shot we've had of that as a new creature.
You've gone through this video with a fine-tooth comb, frame by frame, haven't you?
Frame by frame. I've gone through the fact that I missed the fact that that bird was white instead of green. Too focused on the fact I could change weapons.
Fair.
One of the creatures in there is a little thing that like a little crocodile that dives out and attacks just one of the the endemic lives. It just grabs a creature kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I think that's a Zamtrios subspecies, but it also could be an Akinator, which is there's so much to go through, and like you're looking at the skeletons and without seeing them move outside of cutscenes, I cannot be sure.
It's amazing that that video oh god, now I've got to go back to it. Come here, where is it? There we go. That is a 3-minute long trailer.
I started my first pass through. I started watching that at 2 minutes past 12, and I finished at 1 a.m. It took me an hour on my first pass through that video to get the. That's how long I spent going through it.
Yeah,
first post at 12:02, last post at 1:03.
Yeah, the thing I'm liking actually is. I don't think I saw a single monster in there I recognize.
Skeleton-wise, yes. No, I don't think there is a repeat at all.
Yeah, there's not. I expect there to be 1 or 2 monsters from previous games in here. Like, of course, they're probably. Well, actually, thinking about it, they didn't have Rathian or Rathalos
has been in every game.
Yeah, but. They're not in the logo. Well, I'd assume they'll be in there, but
I can't see them missing out 3 forms of Wrath. We'll probably end up seeing Gold and Silver back in this one, though we may end up seeing God and Devil, which will be quite nice. There will be Rathalos and Rathian. I can guarantee that.
Yeah,
we're likely to see Diablos. That's the most used monster outside of Rathalos. Though I would prefer to see a Monoblos rather than a Diablos. I'm kind of bored of don't wake the Diablos.
That's fair. That's fair. As long as there's no angry pickle.
Shows that there's. Well, the armor shows that Pookie Pookie's in it, but whether that's placeholder or not, we don't know. So there's possibility of a Pookie. There's the big fluffy thing, which is a Gos Harag skeleton, which you've fought in Rise. It's the big ice bear that can make weapons out of ice on its hands.
Yeah.
That uses the same skeleton as that. There's possibly a Toby Kadachi variant in there, which a desert Toby would be quite interesting.
Yeah.
Especially building up the static in the sand and glassing things, essentially.
Yeah. There's
endemic life, possibly a Zamtrios, possibly a Akinator, a new kind of prey, which is, Velociprey, Genprey, that kind of thing. The standard birds.
What's the one with the massive ass tongue and the looks like a
bullfrog?
Yeah, it looks a bit like a pug. When he's
completely
still frame that guy.
Yeah. There's an image of him that I'm not sure on the size. Let me pop
gives
that
a big lick.
That shows him at a watering hole, and I'm not sure if that's a Babby version or just him at a distance kind of thing. But that uses the skeleton of Garangol from Rise. You know, the Frankenstein monster, the big green monkey club.
Oh yeah.
That seems to use either his or Rajang's frame.
Yeah.
Which is cool.
Yeah, so
there's definitely some new monsters. And you're right, I don't think we have seen a repeat yet.
No. Which means that I expect there to be, as I say, I expect there to be repeats, but I also expect that says that there's a lot of monsters. Like,
yeah, so many. I really hope they've said that this one's gonna. So much to say. They've said that this one will have more monsters in than any other Monster Hunter, which is fair because World did the same and it worked. So I want to see less of the invading monsters, like you mentioned, Angry Pickle.
Yeah.
People have already said, loads of people have already said to me, we don't want to see B-52 anymore. We're done with B-52 for a while. Can you back off? Everybody knows the Basil Geese, and nobody likes the Basil Geese.
Yeah.
Fuck out of here, Bagel. But in the older Monster Hunters, there's a bird wyvern called his name's gone. Kurapekos. And he drums up his chest and inflates it and uses it as a drum kit to like stun and shock you. But his whole shtick is that he can mimic the sounds like a kookaburra can. He's so good at mimicking other sounds that if he gets in trouble, he'll just wail a monster sound that he is aware of that sounds distressed. So you're in the middle of fighting him, and originally in the first game it was Devil Joe. So he would make a Devil Joe sound, and Devil Joe will go, "The fuck's going is that?" and come to the arena to fight you because he thought another Devil Joe was in danger, and in his case wanted to eat it. So with the amount of monsters that we've got here, having a Kurapekos just call in any of them at any time, I think that's fucking awesome. That could be great.
Yeah. I found the name of Mr. Longtongue. It's the Chatacabra.
Cabra. Now,
Chatacabra. This is on Monster Hunter's official Twitter, by the way. This is where I'm getting the information from. So, thankfully official.
What type of? I'm guessing is a brute wyvern.
Amphibian monster. They just said that uses its adhesive saliva and large tongue to attach ore and other substances to add mass to its powerful forelegs.
Okay, so it could be the same frame as a amphibio. What was that big red bastard called? That would make sense, and I'm trying to load it and I can't find him. Tetsukabra.
Not one I'm familiar with, but
yeah. Let me get the name and picture.
Yeah. Because the other one they announced was the Doshaguma. Which is the one with the big mane and the fluffy mane and big ass claws. Oh,
my internet's being absolutely crap and it won't load.
Yeah, that's fine.
That guy. So that's one of the older amphibians.
Actually, very weird.
Yeah. So yeah, there's not a thing I've seen in that trailer that makes me go, "Ooh, I'm not sure about that."
No.
And that's 2 trailers on the bounce, so all good.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm kind of looking forward to that. And also the mount is the Seikret, Seikret.
Seikret. Okay.
Seikret. Yeah, that's what they've called it. That's what it's called. Yeah, I remember because I remember you were similarly positive when Rise was announced.
Rise failed to deliver mechanically in a lot of ways, but that was essentially preference for a lot of people. Some people loved it, some people didn't. It's the B team. They always go a random direction,
which is good because that's always
always
more interesting. Yeah, I liked certain things. Like I did like the Wirebug. The Wirebug mechanic I keep trying to do in World, and I hope they bring something of a similar ilk in for extended dodges, that sort of thing. It was very useful for that.
2 things that have been very glaringly absent from trailers and in discussions so far is exploration, how you get around the map. Whether you just use wing. We know wing drakes are in it, so fast travel's probably going to be a thing.
Yeah.
Whether we'll have set camps or whether we're building them ourselves, and personally, I hope for building them ourselves. If there's, if it's a big enough map and there's 20 places where camps can be built, but you only get 4, it makes you decide where you want to play. It brings in that guiding lands element of I'm leveling up this area. I'm hunting here.
Yeah.
But then if I join a multiplayer game, and you have one that's somewhere different to mine, your camp appears. So now I've got 5, 6, 7, 8 camps, depending if they're different or the same. And then, you've essentially got up to 16 camps if you plan it right with a full 4-man team. And I'd also like to see them add, okay, at this camp, I'm going to have a biological researcher.
Yeah, I remember you saying about this one.
All insects and things I pick up are better, higher quality, rarer. But at this camp, I need mining because there's an ore over here I need. So that's going to force spore a rare. That kind of thing.
Yeah.
And the other one is climbing. We don't know if monsters are mountable. We don't know if we're going to get a Wirebug, a Clutch Claw, or a new form.
That's
And
true.
those are the two most glaringly missing things from all the trailers so far.
Yeah, that's actually a fair point. I hadn't actually thought to really check, and you'd have to look very closely at the character to see if there's anything. Well, looking at the images, there isn't really anything noticeable on their character that has that sort of item, so maybe they've not even put it in.
Yeah, I mean, anything at the moment could be placeholder.
Yeah.
But there's nothing on that character or any of the characters that I've seen that lead me to believe something's been added. From what I remember, none of the people I saw on the boat who I believe to be hunters had a slinger, a clutch claw. So possibly something new. We know we're going to be able to glide on the doggo. Maybe the doggo scales and that's your climb mechanic.
Maybe.
Yeah, that's it. That's a 20-minute dissect of a 3-minute trailer.
And here's why we made him wait.
I promise to be good and keep it short. Sarin's face is slowly drooping like he's having a stroke.
I mean, did you? I can't remember. You were playing World last, weren't you, Sarin? Because you didn't get onto Rise. I can't remember. Did you play Rise?
I gotta check my Steam.
That says everything. I can't remember.
Maybe do stuff.
Yeah, I can't.
I have Rise and I have World.
Okay, I don't think you.
But on Rise, I've only put 29 hours into it.
Okay, so you've played a bit. I don't want to know. Go on. I think I can find out Caedes one. Yeah.
I can give you the numbers if you like.
376 hours for you. Just on Steam.
Well, that's just
Steam.
Including Steam. If that's Rise, add another 175 hours for Switch, because I weirdly know that number off by heart.
You've had to look it up enough times.
It was when I finished playing it on Switch, I just remembered the number.
Yeah.
Monster Hunter. So, Monster Harvest is not part of the franchise. 376 hours on Rise. 102 hours on Stories 2. 854 on World, plus another 300 on PC. So we're talking closing in on 3,000 hours now.
Yeah.
Total.
Because you've played them mostly on PlayStation.
I think I like
as well.
these games.
Possibly. Can't put my finger on why, but possibly.
Big monster go die, and shiny go sparkle in my inventory. Make happy brain happy. Smooth brain kill monster. Kill monster,
Accurate.
make parts. Kill monster with parts. It's the happy Caedes time. Unless you make me fight an Anjanath and I have to kill it 47 times to try and get a goddamn gem. Not salty at all.
Not at all.
No.
And we don't mention the Radoban.
Radoban?
Was it Radoban?
That's fine. No,
sorry.
Velociprey?
No,
not
not Velociprey.
Drone.
Velociprey.
The
Roly up red bastard that.
Yeah, it's an armadillo with a tongue that nicks my birds.
Yeah, that's the one.
That bastard.
Yeah. You rage quit. I think you actually rage quit once when we were failing to kill one.
Yes, I rage quit, and I will accept that was indeed a rage quit. However, I rage quit because I understood that there was no chance I ever had of beating that thing with my current loadout. I had to go away and come back. I was just wasting time if I stayed there.
Yeah, true. Volvidon. That's
Volvidon, thank you. And yes, Banbaro can also suck a giant bag of the dicks he produces out of nowhere.
Yeah. Bambaro, summoned tree. Where we're in a bloody desert.
Forest. We're in a snow biome. Forest. Hate that guy. I have feelings.
And they are hated.
Them good.
Yes, but Bambaro's armor's good, but that's about that's Bambaro is annoying, especially when he appears in the middle of a fight. It's just like, I'm fighting something else. Where's that tree coming from? Where did that tree come from?
The Star Wars is downloading.
Yay!
Let's do this, don't we?
I mean, I'd love to be able to play here right away, but I'm gonna have to take my cat back to the vet. See how he's doing.
Oh dear.
Hopefully good.
we're hoping he's done with his NIS, but we're not sure, so we're taking him to the vet to make sure.
Well, I've got sad pet news on my side, unfortunately.
No sad pet news.
No sad pet news. Tigger is chasing birds in the sky. I'll put it that way.
I'm
was
sorry to hear that.
Well, last time, like, this is why I'm not really that broken up about it. Last time I saw him, I was like, it was coming soon. So yeah. He was 20. He was old for a kid.
I mean, yeah, that's good. That's damn good.
Yeah, old for a kiddie. I've got a lot of good memories with him, and he was great. So
my dad's cat made it to 19, and from what I heard, he was rough at the end. Bless her.
Yeah. Why do we love them? We love them so, and then they leave us heartbroken.
Yeah, that's why they leave us heartbroken, because we love them so.
Yes. Anyway.
Yeah. So
on that note,
on that great. I'm just yeah.
Wow.
Fuck. Could have tanked it harder. So video games.
Speaking of death and destruction, or something.
that was one of the things I was going to bring up. Seriously, like we need to rebrand like what kind of podcast is this? Because we don't just talk about video games anymore. There's just the three idiots get together twice a month and just like hanging out because we don't actually have time to do so any other day, so we have to schedule it.
This is literally it.
Rename it to a suffusion of bullshit.
Three brain cells converge.
Yeah.
The Broken Respawn, where three brain cells converge to talk shit for an hour. Yeah, that's about right.
It's definitely a form of entertainment. That can be said about it.
Are you not entertained?
I am into trains.
Into trains?
Are you not into trains?
I'm confused now.
I don't know if this will come through with Discord, but
I heard
partially
sound.
Partially, yeah.
Partially.
It was a whistle hum.
Yeah.
I can do that a bit too, but it'll pick up perfectly on stream, but not over Discord because of the way my mic settings are. So I'm not going to do it too much.
Broken Respawn Brain Cell Edition.
No, we had that was 2 ago.
3 brain cells enter a bar.
This brain cell ain't big enough for the 3 of us. The Mexican shootout.
No, it's the whole Spider-Man, pointing at each other thing.
Yeah.
It's that one.
You're the idiot. No, you're the idiot. No, we're all the idiot.
Pot calling kettle and all that.
Yeah.
What do they say? Great minds think alike, but fools rarely differ.
Yep.
Fools rarely differ is a good name for the podcast. Oh dear. So what have we got coming then? We've got loads on this fucking week and this month, to be fair, with varying different streams of whatnot. I mean, what accessibility showcase in
what?
18 hours, is that?
Oh, 18 hours, yeah. So the Guerrilla Collective has just finished. Accessibility showcase, then Summer Games Fest, then that's just tomorrow. Is 2 massive ones, I guess. Summer Games Fest is going to be insane.
Oh shit!
Then Day of the Devs, Future of Play Direct, Wholesome Direct, Latin American Game Showcase, Women-led Games, Future Games Show, Xbox Game. That's on Saturday. Xbox Game Showcase, PC Gaming Showcase, Ubisoft Forward, Dames for Games, Stream for Cause, THQ Nordic. It's just THQ Nordic is in August. Never mind. There's just so many game showcases over the next 3 or 4 days.
Did you guys actually watch the Best Indie Showcase or whatever the thing was called?
Best Indie Game Show.
I've barely had time to sit down on my computer.
I caught parts of it.
Between dealing with my
Yeah.
Between dealing with my cat, my daughter, with her 8 teeth at once.
Ow! Ow! Poor baby! Oh no!
8 teeth at the same time are coming in, and no wonder she's got a fever of 39.5.
She's angry.
Yeah.
She's very angry. Of course, I set her down, and instantly he's like, "Oh, I'm uncomfortable on the floor.
I want cuddles."
It's literally been my past week. So if I'm trying to catch up on my own gaming. Next week I've got the Edmonton GameCon Canada that I'm planned for. So Friday, if there is a stream, it's going to be from inside the con hall.
That'll be cool.
Cool. A lot of photos there. And then I just realized the week after that, we're double booked, Caedes.
We are double booked. I'm honestly looking forward to it. I've been missing it.
But no. In 2 weeks from now, the Thursday is a podcast.
So I skip those anyway. They're always crap.
Oh, okay.
Oh, sorry. Are we live? What date was that? Give me numbers. What date?
20th.
2 weeks today.
I got that listed.
Is it Thursday you do the...
Shit. I might have been an idiot.
Caedes is triple booked.
I may actually be double booked. The only day me and Steph could go snowboarding was 21st. And we're in an afternoon shift. I'm not going to be back till well after. This is why I should write things down on my calendar.
Yeah. Wait, is that the 20th? No, the 20th is a Thursday. You only do your Star Wars thing on a...
Yeah, but
we double booked. We had 2 games, 2 days.
We missed last month.
Oh, shit.
Okay, right. We have to do some on-the-fly planning. 22nd we can still do, is that correct?
No,
we can't do 22nd. That's why we moved.
Saturdays are no longer viable for me because the wife works and I'm taking care of the kid.
What time were you thinking of starting on the 20th?
I could start early. I could start 9 a.m. my time.
If we did that, I'm trying to think. If we started 4 hours, 5 hours before the podcast and just ran it, and then jumped straight into the podcast, would that work for you?
That would potentially work.
So the next day I can do after that now is going to be the following Thursday, 27th.
Okay, let's do that then.
Yes. Okay, we'll do double Thursdays.
We'll do back-to-back Thursdays.
Yeah, I've been right looking forward to this as well, and I double-checked my calendar to make sure it didn't conflict with anything. And I was like, yeah, no, that's perfectly fine. We can do that day. And I fucking hell.
We planned, honest.
We did plan. We very clearly planned. I just wish I'd have written the plan down.
There was a plan.
There was a plan. Then we figured out the plan was...
I'm like, shout-outs are now, we're just screaming into a pillow.
No plan survives contact with the brain cell.
Well, I don't think the brain cell's on screen right now.
So
I think we're done planning. Are we doing shout-outs then?
Thursday 20th, Thursday 27th.
Yes.
I've got it. It is written down.
So, before the next podcast, these two idiots will be doing the delayed Star Wars roleplay thing they've been doing.
This one, next one will be Ground Assault.
Should be.
Yes.
And then the week after that, they'll be doing the next one after that.
Rebels secured their first win, and it was an X-wing.
Gonna have a 1 week preparation.
You'll be fine. I've done D&D prep the same day on just a character's name before. Like, what was that NPC they met? Sure, okay, let's go with that.
Digging through the back of the brain. All right. on that scheduling snafu, who wants to go first?
Caedes.
Okay. Well, I am CaedesEnder, the causer of problems and the end of all fun. I like Monster Hunter, you could probably tell. I've put a couple of hours in that. I do stream over on Twitch. I've also started actually publishing things on YouTube again because I started speedrunning one of my oldest games, Gunstar Heroes, which I intend to be jumping on for a couple of runs directly after this, after I've eaten the last half of my Subway sandwich. So you can find me over at twitch.tv/CaedesEnder or YouTube at CaedesEnder. Yeah, hopefully be pretty much live in half an hour or so. So catch me there. Sarin.
I'm SarinTal, the tired brain cell. You will see me streaming mainly on Thursdays and Fridays. Aside from when we're doing podcasts, I play right now. Star Citizen is really the only game I play. With possibly some Star Wars Hunters in the future if I can get myself set up properly. Once a month, you guys will see me doing Beyblade. It will be posted in the Broken Respawn Discord at brokenrespawn.tv/Discord. But it will be moving over to a new channel as I have graphics now for that channel and getting things designed and set up. So keep an eye on there and an eye in the mess hall for any news regarding that if you're interested. Sliver.
Yeah, and I'm TBSliver, the crazy guy in control of the stream on this one, I think, and the only brain cell missing. I'm normally live Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday over on twitch.tv/TBSliver, playing all sorts of games. Currently Destiny 2 with a bit of Final Fantasy 8 when I eventually get back round to it. Combined with some, at the moment, figuring out a speedrun for Eat This, which is a game from the mid-90s that didn't get very far. Didn't get very much popularity. Made by the same people that make Fruit Loop Studio. Turns out.
Ah, yes, that popular game.
Yeah, that popular music software, actually.
Yes. That one. I actually do know that.
Yes, Fruit Loop Studio. The makers of Fruit Loop Studio made Eat This. Go figure. Yes, so catch me over there. I'll be live again tomorrow with, probably some more Destiny 2. I'm doing my playthrough of the new Final Shape story. So, yeah. That's me. And that's us. If you've liked the podcast, please hit the like button. Please. Think of the brain cell. And if you're not subscribed already, press that subscribe button as well, and you get announced when we next go live in 2 weeks' time. After these I'll get the right hand up. These two Muppets have beaten each other up in Star Wars.
Right, these two Muppets.
We may be Muppets, but we know which hand is which.
Shut up! I mirrored in two different ways on this in front of me. It's horrible.
If we make it to 100 subscribers on this channel, we can afford a second brain cell.
Where are we going to find it?
It's in the budget. I've got one sourced. As long as you're happy not to ask questions.
I mean, we really need to do something to get ourselves out there. My channel's catching up. My personal channel.
Oh dear. Well, I'll tell you what. We'll just ride on your coattails. Coattails?
It's fine.
Coattails? My coattails?
Coattails.
Not really want
wrong
to make it famous. They work for Yahtzee.
Yep. Anyway, that's going to be it from us.
Catch you later, folks.
See you later.
Goodbye.